Yes, sir. It's your boy B Hayes. We back with another one, guys. So one last pump. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So AMC, guys. So don't do this. Before we get into that, let's take a look at what's going on, guys, and share my opinion on the overall economy and the stock market. So as we know, guys, the Feds is still, in control. They can aggressively come out, attack inflation, which they already done did, but they still got more interest rate hikes to come. We got two more before the rest of this year is over with. And for projection right now, they could raise rates by another 150 basis points. 3/4 of percentage points each time. So with that being said, guys, know that the market can still come down much, much lower. And what they're doing is trying to scare off millions and millions of retail investors that came across the market during the meme stock frenzy. And now they got the right here at the tip of their fingers, a crazy, crazy way to help build their, income, have an extra income coming in from either day trading, a small amount, couple $100 a day, or they could even, look at it as the big picture and invest in companies that they're using every day that they believe in and could just hold and help, grow their portfolio like a more powerful savings account. That's basically what it is if the masses understand what the market is instead of just having money sitting in a savings account. Even if you don't want to be, you ain't got to be a gunslinger and be risking your hard-earned money like that. You could put your money into ETFs, the overall, indexes, the S&P 500, VOO. You could put your money into these things, and overall, they're proven to grow, at least 6% on a yearly basis. And if you put 150, $200 in there a month over a 30-year period with compound interest, that thing could be, worth hundreds of thousands in the future. So that's just the old fashioned way of investing. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and continue to show you guys exactly what I'm telling you guys to not do on this last pump. So as we know, guys, not to hype it up or any of that. It's just obvious. AMC, even if it was to go down even more, ain't nothing gonna happen. But retail investors gonna buy more. The big dogs gonna come in and buy, even if they not buying it for a squeeze or any of that. Like I say, they have a different ball game, a different plan. Just like Shiba Inu, they taking crazy millions of dollars and getting in and out of Shiba Inu, just taking advantage of the meat of the move, taking their profits and moving along. Same thing's going to happen with AMC at these levels, or even if it goes lower, it's going to happen. Lots and lots of money will be poured in to make it run up and get that boost, that kickstart that it needs. Some will jump ship, some will stay on, but more people will get on. The higher and higher the price will go, and it's going to cause it to start to spike again, guys. Because we know shorts still have to buy back in, and that's going to cause buying pressure on our side as well. So the things that I've been telling you guys not to do is don't sit around and wait to see how high AMC price can go. And that's how you get jammed up. A lot of people, I wrote down a few to keep me, in the know. I got my notes jotted down exactly what I want to tell you guys. So a lot of people got jammed up and will get jammed up whenever you sit and try to be greedy. Oh, I want $1,000 a share. I'm worth 2,000 a share. You always try to put on a stock, a security that you have no control over on what you think it's worth. You can't tell a stock you can't, nobody can do that. I mean, you could do that, you could put your prediction on it, your price tag on it, yeah, you can. But what I'm telling you is people got to understand how to adapt, go with the flow. You only could That stock is only worth as much as the stock market put on it, the value that retail investors put on it. Even though the value we put on it is far greater than the value that is in our a reflection, the value that we seeing. But I'm still saying at the end of the day, you can't just say I want 1,000, I want 2,000. What I'm getting down to in a nutshell is price action. Whatever that price action gives you, that's what you take. So, anyways, that's why a lot of people get jammed up. Don't try to tell the market what to do. You go with the flow of the market. So, anyways, guys, another one is once it rips and shorts begin to cover, start scaling out. A lot of people think you got to sell everything at one time in one smack and you out of the whole game. You out of all the future gains and all. You could scale out just like you scale in. I tell you guys to, if you got $1,000, instead of putting it all in at one time, you could put 100 here, 200 there, 300 there, 400 there, and then it all equals to 1,000. Buying at different levels, and then you'll get an average cost instead of just buying at $5. Say if it dropped all the way down to $1, $2, if you save money, you could have an average price of $3 instead of five. Now it's, you can get back over three way quicker than five, and you'll be in the profits. So, anyways, guys, scale out. Don't be trying to wait and say, oh, what if I sell? Be too caught up on selling and missing some money. Just sell and then let some ride and sell again. And like I always say, the best concept that you need to adapt to is always getting in the position to pull your money out, your original investment, and playing with house money. That way you ain't got no emotions intact, no feelings involved, no rent money involved, no baby mama money involved, none of that. All your, you could just pull that out, your original investment, and let the house money, let free money ride and get you more profits. So that's another thing you guys need to be thinking on. So like I say, guys, the next one would be people want to know, well, how do I know when to sell? How am I know what's the indicator of that? How am I know when to really get out? What signs should I look for that? So I'm gonna share with you guys a few signs you should look for whenever you should start selling. So that's is going to be, of course, we know when shorts begin to cover, the indication that is going to give you whenever a small indicator that is going to give you whenever shorts start to cover is you're going to see you need to pay attention to short interest data. If you pay attention to the data, you'll be able to see that if short interest is at 20% and it drastically dropped to around 15, 16%, shorts begin to cover. That's giving you an indication that, they started buying back. And also on top of that, because that's going to come out later. The data is going to come out a week and a half. You ain't going to know that until later. But previous to the data coming out, you're also going to see a crazy spike, a bullish momentum in the price action. Crazy spike, because it's going to be the regular buying pressure from the loans. On top of that, shorts got to buy back to cover their position. So whenever they buy back, it's going to add buying pressure to the long side, which is going to cause a bullish spike. And so that bullish spike, on top of that, week later, you see short interest drop. And hopefully, you paying attention to price action in the mix in between time, just in case that week go by and the momentum them died. And you like, dang, well, it took a week to get the data. Ain't no short interest drop, but the price then came back down. That's why you always got to throw in the mix of the most important one, which is price action, guys. And I wrote down something very specific that I want to make sure you guys understand what I mean exactly by price action, because of course price action is right what's in front of you. You can easily tell. You need to be able to become, that come with experience. Basically what I got here, it requires time and experience in the market to understand it on a major scale. Basically what I mean by price action, everybody know what it is, but it takes time and experience on a different level to really understand what price action means. Because of course, as you see the volume starts to dry up, once you see it start to slow down and lose momentum, and once it slow down, lose momentum, the volume's drying up and all that good stuff, you can kind of, tell and put your, intellect, and intellect come with time and experience. Then you have to you can feel it whenever it's about to, drop real hard. You can feel it before it happens with the indicators that I just said that lead you up to knowing, guys, and just, knowing when to get out of there. And like I say, that's why you waiting on AMC. Told you guys aim small, miss small, all these other plays, so you can be getting that intellect up to know when to get out that position. So you already know what to do, guys. That's my take on it. You already know. Add your boy on Instagram at the B Hayes Show. Follow for more, and watch out for spam and all that in the comments. And get in VIP. I love y'all. We out, and God bless you. We gone.